Hi, good evening. Today I will talk about the bread, bread which I ate this morning. So let's get started. Maybe some people saw that I posted the bread which I ate this morning in the Twitter, no X. So today's today's breakfast was very interesting and which I wanted to eat. I would want to eat in the future. So for long time ago, and because the bread was very famous around my prefecture, because it was very difficult to get. So that's why I think this morning my wife has a free time. My wife had free time, so that's why she was on the line for a long time, and finally she could get the bread. Luckily, because so today she took a paid day off for some reason. So that's why my wife had a lot of time in the morning. So she, as well as me, she wanted to eat the breakfast, the bread. So that's why went to she went to the bakery shop in this morning, in the very early morning, and she was on the line, and she could get the ticket for the bread. So the bakery, the bread was distributed for the people who had tickets. So that's why I think the bread was only baked for the number of the people who had get the ticket. So maybe I think that was very difficult to create to make. So I think that was not so there were not so much number in per day, I think. And the bread is the name is I forgot the actual name, but that is croissant with the ordinary bread, ordinary shokupan. How do I say in English? So shokupan in Japanese is the ordinary uh, bread in the morning for the breakfast, and the ordinary shokupan was surrounded by the croissant kind of shape or ingredient, I think. So that's why we can enjoy the two types of bread per meal. So this morning my wife went to the bakery shop to get a ticket. So after this afternoon, my wife went to the bakery shop again, and she was distributed to she could get the bread, and after getting that, that is the story of yesterday, I think. So that's why this morning I could eat the bread in this morning, and but actually I think the bread was had been in my house for a day from since last yesterday's afternoon or evening, I think. And finally I could get it. I could eat it. And but actually the bread was no specific taste, but actually I think the some we can enjoy the uh, kind of just a minute,食感 texture of the bread, including the croissant and ordinary shokupan. So that's why So we need to put something delicious on the bread, for example, jams or honey or sugar or something. So I use the honey, or I use the honey. I use the honey on the bread, and the honey I which I bought in the specific honey shop, and which is from the soba flower, I think, and the color is very black. If you saw the post in my ex, the honey was took in the picture, and it looks like very black, and maybe there was no label, so that's why most of people, I think most of people couldn't realize that was a honey bean or not. So that was the soba honey, I think. So because this morning I want to take a little bit beautiful picture, so that's why I rotated mm, the the being from where we can see the label to the there was no label, I think. So that's why the bean was many. I think most of the people didn't know didn't find that was a honey bean, I think. The honey was very tasty, but actually my wife didn't like to eat it because that was a little bit of the taste and of the smell. So that's why he hesitates to eat it. But actually I like it because I couldn't understand, I couldn't feel the trivial smell or trivial taste, I think. So that's why I like use it, and mm, furthermore, I think the odor smell, which my wife hesitates, hesitates, is my favorite taste or smell, I think. So that's why I always use the soba honey for a long time, and this morning too. And so I think I'd like to express how to eat the breakfast, the bread. So actually, that is it looks like the many a pile of clo- thin croissants, and it forms the only one shokupan, and so that means that we can spread the croissant, a pile of croissant, a croissant, and many times. So like the we make the turn the paper. I like turning the paper, and we can enjoy the uh, one paper like the bread, and to put the honey in the like paper, and fold it and to eat it. So I can enjoy the bread as a sandwich or thin sandwich or something. So that was very interesting. And I have a lot of kinds of ingredient to the bread, I can enjoy many kinds of taste. And that is, I think that is a very interesting usage to eat, I think. And just a moment. But actually, you can enjoy the texture. You can just enjoy the texture of the bread very much, and I recommend you to eat it in the future. So that's all. Goodbye. See ya.